Welcome back to Let's Play Graffiti Kingdom. Last time, we made a little Metroid. Look at that little guy. Oh yeah, I forgot he could do that. So excited! So before we go into the final area, we're going to take a little bit of time and complete our collection book. So there was, I think it was here. We are missing one. So we're going to be going back to the, getting the rare, super rare, and special cards specifically. But before then, we're going to want to head back to the Wind of Pan Ravine to get that one. So let's start out there. So Wind of Pan Ravine was in area number 2. No, I think it was 1. Yep, there we are. There's the guy. You just shoot him once, wait for him to walk back into his position. And there's the card. We did it! So, what are we looking at next? What are we looking at next? Where are you? There you are. Alright, so rare cards. We got Gracie very early on in the very first little intro area. We also got a whole lot of beetles all in the same area. Princess Pumpy came in Mount Here and There. Yeah, Mount Here and There. There's an ostrich who would randomly appear in place of. And there's the dolphins, which were at the top of the same waterfall. General Bitter was in Wind of Pan Ravine, in place of the three-tailed foxes. I think it was three-tailed. Anyway, Shishimal was later on in the Wind of Pan Ravine because he would randomly replace this horse that you'd see. Dockborn was in the Cannon of Block Valley. When you kept killing the block frogs, he'd drop down in the middle eventually. Gatlingsaurus was not long after that, randomly replacing the twin coppers. And we don't have the next one. The next one is in the Beast of the Lost Sea. Which is the area we just finished up before getting to Ladies area. Pastel? Pastel. Palette. I don't know, crap, yeah. So in the first area of the maze, find this seashell in the puddle of water right here in the middle, and just kind of chill here for a little while. This guy's being a jerk. Let's go solve that problem. Oh, I didn't kill him. You're being a jerk too! Much as I like that stomp, like I never hit anything with it. Okay, so back to what we were doing. Just gonna stand here on the shell for a little while. See what's going on. See how everybody's doing. Check in. Go talk to your friends. Make sure they're doing alright. And eventually the head field protector appears. Big old dinosaur wielding a tree. As far as I can tell, he's just on a timer from... oh, he got me. As far as I can tell, he's just on a timer after entering the area. So you just gotta get there and wait. There we go. Alright, and because we're so close, I'll just run straight to the next one. Because we also do not have number 12, who is further in this same little, in the maze. Head to the third area of the maze, to where these seashells are. And then do the same thing you did before. Stand on this seashell, go find some friends, go talk to them, see what's going on, maybe boot up some other games. See if there's a sale going on, got anything good. Maybe look through all the cheap games, see if there's something you never heard of. Recently I found a game that, never heard, like, I like when there's a big sale, because I'll just look through all the games that are super cheap and see if anything strikes my fancy. And find a game that's like 90% off, so it's like $1. Like, I'll pay $1 for a game, sure. So you see what, and occasionally you find something and go, oh man, pay $1 for that. Ah, it's him! The Pupilosaurus! Okay, come on, camera. And then you gotta do that over and over again. There we go. Alright. Actually, we're done here. Our last rare card is in Pallet's Palace, right here at the start. See those two dogs? It'll randomly appear in place of them. Hold up, that's them! This spawn can be tricky, because sometimes I have a great deal of trouble with it. Of course, I didn't even get the card. But honestly, when I first played through this, I thought these were the normal enemies. That's how frequently they spawn. But then sometimes I went out and tried to get them to spawn, and I was here for like 20 minutes. And there we go. Not the best drop rate, but it gets the job done. And that's going to be it for the regular rare cards. Now for the super rare cards! Wow, we don't even have the very first one. Alright, well. Very first one is easy to get. Back to the intro area. There we go. Man, I swear I can get these guys to show up at like a 50% rate when I'm not trying. There's a ton of them in here, though. This is the very first room. And there's a ton of them in here, so it shouldn't be bad dealing with the drop rate. I don't know how that one died. Wow, no card, jerks. Hey! So I'm pretty sure, and maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's an enemy that doesn't show up until later. Because, for one, it has elemental attacks, which you didn't have in the intro, and it also even has charge jump, which you for sure don't get until later. Alright, so long as there's a save point in here, what all cards do we actually need? So we don't need the dodo. And we don't need the sucker. Alright. It's gonna be oof. Okay, so long as I'm here, the second one is actually right nearby. In the second area, there's a big old tree right over here. So you hit this tree. And there he is. And you get his card even. Alright, we did it. We're done here. Now from here, we're going to the first area. To the lava hole. Because in the second room, the two idiots in here have a chance of being Bubloon and Bobloon. Look at these guys. Alright, even got the card. Even got both cards, yeah! Man, am I surprised that didn't take long at all, and I'm glad for it. I'll show you what they look like normally. It's these two idiots that just run into the lava and kill themselves. So after this, things get complicated. So I'm gonna be looking at the next bunch all at the same time, and they're all in the Tower of Sand Kingdom. So you may remember this room where all of the knights are. Well, there's a random chance, and this is the single most jerk rare spawn of the game. There is a rare chance that each one of them will, instead of being their chess piece counterpart, will instead be a rare card, a rare monster. And generally, if one is, they all are. Of course, the problem is you only see them once. And if they're not it the first time you see them, they're not really ever going to be it. So you walk into the first area, you see what it is, you leave the whole area, and go back here just to check them again. And this is only the beginning of this one wouldn't be so bad if it was more common, but it ain't. Okay, I've been at this for like 20 minutes. And they're not agreeing with it. So I'll go ahead and also tell you about the next one. Which is a similar situation. In that it's a bunch of enemies that will all spawn together, or not at all. So you get up there, you check on it. Quit guarding, god dang it. Yeah, they all appear either together or not at all, and what makes them slightly worse and better is it makes them worse. Oh my goodness, these guys. They're slightly worse and slightly better. I think they're slightly better because with these guys, since you can only kill them once, you kill them. If you don't get a card, you get to start over again. It's not 100% drop. With the next guys, it's also not 100% drop, but if you don't get the card, you can just leave the room, leave the screen, go back in, and you're good. But you're running up to the top here, to the very last couple guys. And these nightmares will be replaced by one of them. And these guys will be replaced by the other. Since it's not them, back to the entrance, in we go again. Alright, folks. I've been at this for a total of 48 minutes. This is one of those ones where the spawn is so stupid rare that I'm not even sure if I meet the conditions to make it spawn. So, the only real thing I can do at this point is say, I'm just gonna come back to these. I'll come back to them in post-game, where if they don't spawn in post-game, they will never spawn. Because, who knows, maybe they only spawn in post-game. I've had people tell me to get them when I was in there the first time. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just say I have opinions about these particular rare cards. Onwards to Battle Planet. That's where our next one is. Space Invaders! Oh, they even put the blocks down here. Jeez, guys, come on. Hey, there's a card. Alright. Oh, it's so tiny, I can't hit him. Alright, we got the card, though. So, Go-Go Bowling Road, in place of the steamer, is occasionally a little lady on a bus. Oh, I missed entirely. Hey, and we even got the card. In the first room, after beating the area, right over here where Pixel did his business, is a little guy who's kind of weird. There we go, I hit him. Hey, we got it. In the final room of Pallet's Palace, the jerks in this room are occasionally replaced by these guys. One card down, Mike, and a road roller. Oh, no card from the road roller. Here we got it. These guys don't have much in the way of attacks. The road roller actually really hurts if he tackles you. But otherwise, they don't have much in the way of attacks. So, and they don't generally leave you alone. So not that big a problem, really. Okay, so back down here. We just went through all the rare cards, so we go through here and we find this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. We all get in that one stupid place. And then after that, we got you, we got you, we got you, we got you, and we got you, and you. So that's it. Now just on to the special cards, where we have the first 5, and nothing after that. The first is still in Palace in the lower room, lower electric room. If you fly on up, and you have to be able to fly, there's a card up there. In the Beast of the Lost Sea, you can see the room at the far end here. This is where you meet the enemies called, I think they're just called Blue Person. Yep, Blue Persons. If you fly up in here, on a ledge, there's a card. I think this one you can only get after you beat this whole area. For the record, I don't think these are actual cards. Pretty sure they're just traps that when you grab them, it spawns these guys. In the room just beyond the trials, though, this is where you fight the Ghost Knights. Once again, on a high up ledge in here. There it is. Ah, poop. You get another card. So let's take a look at what we just found. So that's it for the super rare cards, other than the assortment in the one place. And then of the unique cards, we got a Flying Maiden. May look familiar. So I don't know if I mentioned this back in Graffiti, or crap game before it came before this one. Magic Pen Gel. And I'm not sure of his involvement in Magic Pen Gel. It's quite possible, but I'm yet to be 100% convinced on it. But in Graffiti Kingdom, Zune, creator of Toho, he worked on Graffiti Kingdom. I don't know his exact role. I think he may have just been just a generic programmer, but he left us a present in the form of the Flying Maiden. Now, aside from the Flying Maiden, you'll notice we missed one, and then there's also Palette Costume 2 and Palette Costume 3, and then another one that we don't have. Now, 10 and 7 we can't get yet. These two are obviously just palette in different costumes. But these two we can't get yet. Which means we have a few of them left that we simply cannot get. 2 of them in here, and I have no idea how many in here. Also, the boss cards I'll be back for later. In the meantime, we already have a flyer, so I don't especially need it. But let's go take a look at the Flying Maiden. Yep. That's a Reimu. Got a ranged attack. She can smack you, and she can fly. As one would expect of a Flying Maiden. I'm gonna be honest, I actually used the crap out of Reimu in my first playthrough, just because it was nice to have something that could fly and shoot. But yeah, that'll do it for the Collectathon for now. A couple cards left that I'm not sure if we can even get, and a couple that I know we can't get. So we're gonna have a second Collectathon later. It shouldn't be quite as painful as this one, as most of the remaining cards, aside from the stupid ones in the Tower of Sand, are 100% chance of getting. You just have to find them. So until next time, everyone, when we head up into the Devil's Home.